Hey, what's up everyone? Shane here with ROA Off Road. Today, I'm gonna be doing a walk around on this 16 family built by MDC. Super excited. Hey, what's up everyone? Shane here with ROA Off Road. Today, I'm giving a walk around on this XL15 built by MDC, showing you why it is amazing. Dude, what are you doing? I'm here right now doing a video walkthrough around this. Sorry, man. Yeah, me too. I didn't notice you there. I just came in here to give a walk around and show everybody why this is one of the best trailers out there. Awesome or not, I was here doing this tour, and this trailer, I guarantee, is better than your trailer. Man, I don't know if it's better. This is a hybrid. It has an indoor and outdoor kitchen. It's pretty awesome and compact. Okay, man. This is actually lighter than that trailer, and it's not a hybrid. It's zero setup, so you can keep your hybrid. Whoa, wait, man, come on, let's calm down. What's your name? Is it Shane? Yeah, my name is Shane. What's your name? Yeah, I'm actually Shane too. So, you know, it really doesn't make sense, since we're both Shanes, to be making jabs at each other and trying to, you know, argue which trailer's best or not. Do you think we could just talk about why these trailers are unique? Because I'm pretty sure they're pretty unique, unlike us. Can we just stick to the facts and go over what makes these trailers good together? You know what, man? I came out here to do a tour today, and you rudely interrupted me. So you can do whatever you want. I'm out of here. Here's the keys. Sorry guys, I have no idea what was wrong with that guy. Probably wasn't raised well, but I'm in a good mood. I was having a good day. So, you know, let's change it up a little bit. I was gonna showcase the 15 and why it's such a great trailer. Let's talk about the 16 as well. And, you know, I'm gonna keep it pretty factual and just talk about the differences so you can make the decision on which trailer is good for you. So let's get into this. Okay, so we're gonna first talk about some of the similarities. So if you come up here, you can see we got the Mega Hub, we got the Tough Tracks. These both have the exact same suspension. Incredible tested suspension in Australia. 40,000 trailers have been sold by MDC in the Australian market. So you know, starting with the foundation, the suspension is gonna be so phenomenal. They both do have two wheels. They don't have axles, so you can't say single axle. They're independent suspension, but there's two wheels touching the ground. They're not a tandem or anything like that. So that is something that they both share in common, and they're pretty much exactly the same. Okay, something else similar about this trailer and that trailer is they both have bunks. So if you're a family, you can have a nice, comfortable stay with your kids in the bunk beds. There are some differences, but we'll get into that later. What else is similar, you may be asking? Well, they both have pretty much identical bathrooms. They are wet baths. What that means is the shower and the toilet and the sink, they're all in one area. This is really good and ideal for a small trailer. Remember, this is the 15, which is a 15-foot box. That's a 16, which is a 16-foot box. Generally in a trailer that small, you don't want to take up a lot of space for your bathroom. They both have wet baths. They also both have a Casette toilet, which is really good for off-roading. You can pull that out and dump it pretty much anywhere, any toilets, Volt, little porta potties. It's really easy to unload the good stuff and be able to continue camping. So that is another similarity with these trailers. Now let's talk about something else that I really love about both of these trailers, and they both have them. The next thing is the incredible outdoor kitchens. And I'm telling you, MDC has phenomenal outdoor kitchens. They custom build all of this in-house. I've seen at their factory them building these things. They got straps that hold everything in place. You know, you open this up, you got windshields, you got the Thetford stove cooktop. This thing puts out incredible heat, cooks your stuff really fast. You have nice dish rack shelving, so you can put your dishes on here and they can dry, or you can just have extra storage space. Of course, you have your hot and cold water outside and a little bit of storage. The MDCs do a really good job with their kitchens. So it doesn't matter whether you're looking at the 16 family or the XL 15 by MDC, you're gonna have an incredible outdoor kitchen. Now, those are the main points that make these trailers, well, pretty similar. They have these exact same things, and there's really not that much different about them when it comes to that. Now, you may be wondering, okay, so what are the difference? Which trailer is better? Which one's worse? Or what's the right trailer for me? So let's get into some of the differences about these trailers. So the first one I'm going to talk about is weight. Everybody's going to wonder, what do these weigh? Obviously, this is a hard wall. This is a hybrid, so it has canvas. It's a pop top. So you might be thinking, this has to be heavier. It's longer. It's got a hard wall. Well, if that's what you're thinking, you are wrong. This one is actually lighter. The 16 family comes in at 5,174 pounds, which is pretty good. Half-ton pullable, you got an F-150, you got a Toyota Tundra, you're gonna be able to pull this no problem. The Australians tow these things with little Nissan trucks, which I think is crazy. They got diesel engines, so I wouldn't recommend that. But definitely gonna be easy to tow this with a smaller truck. You don't need a full-size Super Duty. This one over here, same thing. You're gonna be able to tow it with a smaller truck or a larger SUV, but it actually comes in at 5,400 pounds. So it's just over 225 pounds more than that guy over there, which was pretty shocking to me the very first time I got a hold of this spec. So there you have it. That is a difference. It's not that big of a difference. So I don't think that should be your determining factor on which one you buy, because they're pretty much coming in at the same weight range and you'll be able to tow them with anything else. But the 16 family does come in a little bit lighter. So let's talk about something else, and it's actually inside. Let's go check out the sleeping arrangements. Come on inside. Okay, here we are inside. Let's talk about sleeping arrangements and the differences between these two trailers. First off, you have a queen size bed right here. Of course, this is a folding mattress because the back side of this pushes out. And it is pretty much a residential queen size bed, a little bit larger in dimensions, but any type of queen bedding will fit on this. This is mom and dad's bed for the night. And do keep in mind, it does fold back and forth, and it is very comfortable. It's quite thick. So coming over here, this is a sitting area. I wouldn't really consider this a bed. This is more just a lounge. It does come with a lagoon table that you can put in here and make it into your dinette or work area. If you really want to just try to squeeze a kid on this narrow space, you could, but not ideal. So where do the kiddos sleep? We talked about the bunk beds. We're gonna move to the front of the trailer and I'll show you where the kids sleep. Now coming over here, you can see we have bunk beds. This bunk bed down here is pretty wide. There's a good amount of space. You could easily fit an adult in there, or a large child, or a small child. This is a good size bunk. Now the one up here is a little bit more narrow and not as much space, but easily you can fit a small child. Now, the one thing that I would like to point out is it is next to your canvas, which is your hybrid. So if you're camping somewhere pretty cold, you know, you might get a little bit of cold air through here because it's just canvas. Not a bad thing, but you know, it is what it is. This is a nice bunk bed area though, and I really, really love this trailer. This is one of my favorite trailers, one of my wife's favorite trailers. It really is a fantastic trailer, and you do have that option to be able to sleep a family of 4. So let's head over to the 16 family and check that trailer out. Okay, come on in. Okay, here we are inside the 16 family. As you can see, we got our 2 bunk beds right here on the side of the trailer. But something that is different about this trailer is it can actually sleep a family of 5. And let me show you, this table area comes out and drops down by a press of this button with your foot. You can push this all the way down and it will lock in place, and you have a cushion that comes out and fills in this spot. And now you have a sleeping space for an additional adult or child. So in here, we now have our bunk beds, we have our booth that turns into a bed, and we also have our queen size bed. Now a benefit to this queen size bed is clearly you're not folding it because it's not a hybrid, it doesn't pop out. This is stationary. Some people like that because you can put any type of mattress you want. And this is a true queen size residential, 60 by 80. So if you have a preference of mattress, you can put that in here. You can put a topper. It always stays in one spot. Clearly there's no setup to set this trailer up because it's a hard wall. It's always going to stay just like this. So that is the difference. You can actually sleep an extra kid in the 16 family. Now, I will admit that trailer is a little bit more versatile with the hybrid. It's also more compact. It's not as long when you're in tow mode. So there's some benefits, but this is the difference between the bunk area. Let's get into the next thing. Okay, another thing that is very different between these two trailers, besides the length, but that's not that different. That's only a foot. It is the hybrid, right? This is a trailer that converts into a larger trailer. So this roof, when it comes down, you bring it down about 2 feet. Now the benefit of that is going to be some agility, right? Say you're off-road and you're a forest area, the trees are going to be overhanging. You might clear some trees. Another thing that I really like about that hybrid is obviously on the highway, the wind is going to blow over. You're not going to be dragging as much wind with you down the road. Also, the back right here pops out, and that's where your bed folds out. So you're going to have a little bit, it's going to feel a little bit more spacious inside when you get it set up, but it's much more compact when you're in transit. And this is obviously a hybrid, and it's a fantastic trailer. I love the look of this trailer when it's all collapsed in together. It looks very sleek and unique. So when you're driving down the road, you definitely have a very cool, unique looking trailer. Of course, coming over here, you have a hard wall. So this is not a hybrid. The wall doesn't, the walls in the back don't pop out for the bed. The roof doesn't pop up. But the benefit of this is there's zero setup. Now, this is really easy to set up the 15, I will admit. It's all electric, it's gas assisted. It's a very easy setup, but there's nothing easier than zero setup. Obviously, you're gonna pull this baby into camp and you're just gonna start camping, right? You walk in the door, it's ready to go. No roof comes up. Another benefit might be that you're not gonna have as much heat difference with the canvas. You're not gonna have heat and cold coming in as easily because you have solid walls. Now, I wanna be very clear, the canvas area does not prevent this trailer from getting cold or from getting hot. So during the summer, that air conditioner will cool this trailer to a comfortable temperature, pretty much no matter where you're at. Even if you're in Texas, this thing is gonna cool down with that air conditioner. It's a large 13.5 BTU air conditioner. We can upgrade it to a bigger one if you need it in Texas, but it's a small space and it does cool even with the canvas. It also does heat. I've camped in these in single digits and I've had no problem heating the trailer in single digits with the canvas. Of course, you're going to lose heat, which means you're just gonna run the heater longer, air conditioner longer, opposed to this one, it's gonna just retain it a little bit better. We've done tests on these and compared them. It's not that substantially different, but it still is a little bit different. And that's gonna be an edge or a benefit to a hard wall, right? Another benefit of the hard wall versus a hybrid popped up, obviously there's less moving componentry, which means there's not gonna be really anything to ever fail. It is what it is. It's always stationary. You don't have to deal with any struts or motors or canvas. So as far as never having any maintenance and zero setup, the hard wall is gonna be better. But if you want something that's a little bit more agile, get into tighter places, looks really cool, tow's great. This is a sweet, sweet trailer. And quite frankly, this is my camera guy's favorite. I already told you it's one of my wife's favorite. We've camped in this one. She loves this one as well. So it's really not about which one is better. I know I mentioned that we're going to decide on which one's better, but there's not really, I wouldn't say one's a winner or a loser. I would say what's better for you. So let's get into the next and final thing. The last thing and the final thing that I think is the biggest difference between these two trailers is the kitchen setup. Now, I mentioned earlier that was the same thing, but I was referring to the outside kitchens. The inside is a little bit different. The MDC 15 does have an inside sink and stove. Let's go check it out really quick. So as you can see, we have the exact same cooktop that you're gonna get in the outside kitchen. You also have a very similar sink, hot and cold water. Now, of course, this takes up all your counter space. Also, there's not a lot of room to sit and lounge in here. You only have this 2-person seat right here. So though you do have a great cooking and sink area, you don't have a large space to sit in here and cook and eat. So you're gonna cook whatever you're gonna cook, you're most likely gonna take it outside and eat. Now, where's the refrigerator? There is no refrigerator. That's another big difference between both of these trailers. There is no inside refrigerator. So as a matter of fact, if you come buy this brand new, you won't have a refrigerator, period, because this is an addition that you have to add on. Now in Australia, a lot of people have 12-volt refrigerators, so they decided to make this unit come without a refrigerator. If you were to get a refrigerator, which obviously you need a refrigerator, you would add it into this area right here. So right now it has some of the gear that the trailer comes with, but when you pick up your trailer with us, you can reach out to us and we can help you get set up with a refrigerator. This can hold up to a 90-liter refrigerator. So, you know, maybe you already have one, 60, 70, 80 liter. That's a big fridge. You can put it in here, or you can buy one from us or yourself, and we can help you get your refrigerator set up. So that is a big difference. This unit does not come with a fridge. This is where your fridge would go. It's outside, always outside. And that could be a pro or a con. You do have that inside cooking and kitchen sink area. Now, what's the difference over here? Well, moving up here, you might look at this and say, wow, it looks like this is a spot for a fridge. And it is. These are vents. And if you open this up, you have the exact same spot over here for an outdoor fridge. Once again, this one doesn't come with an outdoor fridge, just like the 15. But this does come with something that the 15 doesn't have. So come over here and let me show you. If you walk towards the front door, you might say, what's this guy right here? This is a giant 12-volt electric fridge and freezer. This thing actually fits a lot of food. We've been on trips as long as a week and feeding 4 to 5 people, and we have stocked this thing pretty good. Freezer, that thing works phenomenally. We have popsicle ice cream in that and been able to put a lot of stuff in here. I love this fridge placement because you can just open the door, reach in, grab your food, and go outside and cook on your incredible outside kitchen. The other cool thing is at night, you know, when you need that snack, which I need to snack quite frequently to keep my beautiful figure. So I can reach in and grab my ice cream. That's one of the keys to keeping my figure is ice cream every night before you go to bed. And that's a nice thing about having a fridge inside. Now, what do you not have? Come back inside really quick and let me show you. We put this table back up. Of course, you have a massive lounge. So if you do have 4 or a family of 5 and you're trying to squeeze in here, you could actually comfortably sit 4 people at this table. Now you don't have that inside stove or sink, which a lot of people hate cooking inside of trailers anyway. It really becomes, what do you like versus what does somebody else like? We have people come in and say, why would you waste the space for an inside kitchen? You're out camping, you should be outside. We have other people that are like, no, I must have an inside kitchen. So these are some of the differences. Like I said, not every camper is made perfect for every single person. So it's gonna be what's best for you. Now I'm sure there's a bunch of other things that I'm leaving out, you know, similarities and differences. The doors are exactly the same, but look at these lights. These bars are different colors. That just depends on the year that you're looking at, but they pretty much do the exact same thing. All in all, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna tell you one of these is better than the other because I don't really think one is better than the other. I think it's depending on your situation. But if you wanna learn more about this trailer, go down, there's a link below, you can click on it and it's gonna take you to a brochure. And that actually will give you a side-by-side comparison. We'll also have the price in the brochure so you can find out which one's more expensive. I bet you wanna know that. I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to go down and click the brochure to get that information. If you wanna see one of these in person, come visit us. We now have 4 stores here at ROA Off Road. We call them experience centers. We have one in Colorado Springs. We have one in Mesa, Arizona. We're in Linden, Utah, just south of Salt Lake City, or Duncan, South Carolina. That's just outside of Greenville. So wherever you're at in America, we're coming closer and closer to you so we can make it more convenient for you to come and see these incredible off-road trailers. And we have these units in stock at every single store for you to come and check out, put your hands on it, and make the decision on which one is best for you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.